Welcome back, Nick Lenz. Comic Corner, Classic, Non-Classic. This is episode number 976 and Doubleshot number 870. I have two trades from DC. First up, it is a trade that the others I got because I'm a fan of the writer. That's the only reason why. I don't care about these characters at all. But I had to read it, and his one. And I should point out, this is actually one of the titles that basically came out of DCU. Yes, a miniseries from DCU. This is All-Star Section 8. This book collects the initial 6-issue miniseries, plus a sneak preview for Convergence Harley Quinn number 2. This, of course, is written by Garth Ennis. The artwork is done by Joe Marina. And that's pretty much it. Yes. These characters are kind of gross. Yes. These characters from the series Hitman. I should point out this cover is a nod to Hitman number 1. As a matter of fact, the first trade is actually in here. And look, there it is. It's a very similar cover. Each of these issues has various DC superheroes trying to become part of this Section 8. First is Batman, though for Batman they basically have him doing various poses that are basically nods to various points of his history. Like him basically crawling as now Neil Adams, his back breaking, a nod to Nightfall. There's at one point he's holding the character Six Pack, that's the Chili Man on the cover. Yeah. Hold him like he's robbing from Death of the Family. And he discovers that he gets a parking ticket. Yeah, here's the weird thing about this title. It's completely unknown if this takes place in the current continuity or pre-Flashpoint. They don't particularly say. I'm kind of glad in the cover they don't have it where... Now, the members of this group basically... Now, throughout the book, this is what Six Pack does. Yeah, it's kind of gross. Yep. And apparently people like this, like these characters. I do not like them at all. It's not exactly a very popular thing. They have one issue, that very serious, like issue 2, they team with a Martian Manhunter. For an issue that was pretty fun. Wonder Woman shows up, gets knocked in the head. She basically wants nothing. They want a female joining the team, so they have Wonder Woman. Now, I should point out that on the cover, she wears what looks like to be her pre-Flashpoint attire. Yep. But for some reason, I'm not sure why, actually, it's supposed to be her current continuity, basically the Jim Lee costume. Actually, I forgot. This is actually... Okay, first he teams up with Hal Jordan with the second issue. Yep. Batman, of course, basically his design. Now, Hal Jordan is definitely wearing his pre-Flashpoint costume. And pretty much everybody except for Martian Manhunter is wearing their pre-Flashpoint costume. Yeah. Look, here's a nod to Neil Adams. Yep. And by the way, in case you're wondering, what the heck does the Batmobile look like in this series? Well, this is the Batmobile. From looking at it, I think it's from the 70s. Yes. Batman looks like he's from pre-Flashpoint. I would say just prior to Flashpoint. And look, here's him basically breaking his own back. A nod to Nightfall. And look, here's him holding a six-pack. In a pose that's a nod to Death in the Family. Yep. And he gets a parking ticket. Yep. Second issue basically has them working with Hal Jordan for an issue. Doesn't really much go anywhere. Yep. And then with the third issue, third issue they team with Martian Manhunter. Yeah, for him, he's wearing his new 52 attire. Not his classic look that he's known for wearing since the 50s. Yeah. So we also have in the same issue we have Santana, who's wearing her post-Flashpoint costume, along with Deadman, Flash, of course, Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, who's got shoulder pads for some reason, Firestorm, Dr. Fate, and Hawkman. With above being Azrael, Azazel, and the Spectre. Yeah, great page. Yep. We also have John Constantine, Deadman in the issue. Yep, just a fun little issue. Working together, basically says he's just being honored to join him. And he joins them perfectly fine. He's alone with them for this one issue and then he leaves. And look, here is the issue I was talking about. Okay, now here's Wonder Woman, what looks like to be her Jim Lee costume. But if you're wondering, what costume is she wearing this up? Okay, it looks like she's wearing her New 52 costume, but nope, she wears a completely different look. Why in the world she wears this look, I have no idea. Yeah, she basically, they offer to join the team, she says no, then she gets whacked in the head with one of the other people, then basically we have her acting nuts, like Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. There's a wedding, and yeah, just a really dumb issue. Issue number 4 teams up with somebody you'd never expect to appear in a title like this. The Phantom Stranger. And this, look at this, look at him. This, now, what look is this? This is the pre-Flashpoint Phantom Stranger. You know how? Look what's missing from his neck. The 30 piece of silver. Yes, the post-Flashpoint Phantom Stranger is known for having 30 pieces of silver on his neck because they confirmed that that one is Judas Iscariot. This one, mind you, is not Judas Iscariot at all. We also have a guest star appearance by Etrigan the Demon, who looks very bizarre in this artwork. Yep. Yes, Etrigan the Demon. And look, we have the Fearsome Five. Yeah, they're a group of characters that nobody's ever heard of. We also have Garth Ennis' Hitman. Yes, that is the character Hitman from, the self-titled Hitman series. Always, it's a good character. I mean, first appearance was actually pages of the Demon. Yeah, he also appeared, I believe, in not Phantom Stranger per se. I think he read a few books basically Garth Ennis basically wrote. Garth Ennis' his most popular book he's ever written was Preacher, which is now on TV. And look, we have Superman who shows up, and he's wearing his post-Flashpoint attire. He shows up for the last issue, shows up for the last couple issues of the series, and yeah. And like I said before, the only reason why I got this, because I like Garth Ennis' work. That's the only reason why I got it, and when it originally came out, I can care less about these characters. And in case you're wondering, there is a follow-up to this called Six Pack and Wilder. Yes, Wilder is basically this guy here with the gas mat with the faceplate on. Yes, take 2 characters from Section 8 and give them a spin-off title. For absolutely no reason. The only thing that's good with the series is the artwork. Yes, the writing is typical Garth Ennis, but the characters themselves, don't give a damn about them. Yeah, you might say, why did I get this? Garth Ennis, and plus Batman's in it. I give this book roughly a 5 out of 10. Well, I'll be nice, so I give it a 6.5. Yeah, nothing much on my home about this series. And like I said, the only reason why I got it, because of Garth Ennis. That's the only reason why I got it. Well, mainly because he wrote Punisher. Next up is a much better title. This is 21 The Conduit. Yes, 21 Down. This was a series done by Jim Palmiotti, Justin Gray, and Jesus Satius. Yeah, it's about a tattoo artist who can basically predict the time he dies, gets involved with a woman. Yeah, and this, by the way, this is published under the Wildstorm imprint. Yes, Wildstorm 1.0 was an imprint for DC for a few years. And this is one of the originals they put out. Now, I looked up online. Was there any other trade for this particular series? No, this is the only one. How long does the series last for? 12. How many issues does this trade collect? 7. Yeah. This one kind of the same thing. I had never heard of this title before. The only reason why I got it is because of Jimmy Palmiotti. That is the only reason why. But at least it's a little more interesting than also Section 8. A little bit, not by much. I mean, at least it has writers I like. I like the artwork in here. The story is actually pretty good. I can care less about also Section 8. Yeah, not really much else to write home about when it comes to 21 Down. But I'm going to get this roughly an 8 out of 10. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, it's better than also Section 8. Now, my next review is definitely going to be 2 trades I like. One is going to be, now when I do in their Comic Corner, one is going to be the finale for a trade series. The other is going to be the start of a trade series. But you'll find out what they are when I get a chance to finish reading the other trade. But yeah, as for more videos, none are scheduled for today. Tomorrow, I may have one scheduled for tomorrow. If not, that video will probably be on Friday. possibly a review of Case Closed Season 26. Whenever I get a chance to finish it. Probably either tomorrow or Friday when I finish with these. Yep. But see you next video. Bye.